So in today's video, I want to kind of talk about branding and why changing your brand can be a good thing in the long run and how to strategically do it. Hey guys, my name's Tim, the Scary Good Marketer. Obviously, my brand is Scary Good Marketing. Our company is Scary Good Marketing. So I met with a client that was interested in hiring us to do some digital advertising with them, and we were going through a bunch of different stuff. We were, obviously looking through their website, looking at their social profiles, just trying to get a good idea of what was some of the best things that we could do to really help them get more money, make more money, and that kind of stuff. And the thing that was interesting was when we were looking through some of their competitors, we actually found that one of his competitors actually has a very similar name to his business. And the thing that was interesting is, so his competitor is actually in 2 states, he's only in 1 state. So just with that, what I basically told him was, you should really think about changing your branding. And there was a lot of resistance from him about, well, I've had this name and this company for 25 years and blah, 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 and all this stuff. And I told him, I was like, well, look, you have literally another business that does the exact same that you do, that's in 2 states. They have, they're bigger than you. The thing is, I'm like, unless you were bigger than them, then they need to change. Like, they're the ones that have to change. But since you right now are the little guy with the very similar name, like there's only maybe like 1 or 2 words that are different, but the main logos and stuff looks very, very similar. They're not exactly. I'm like, I guarantee you, you are losing a lot of your customer base to them because people are probably thinking that you are that company and that company is you. So you're not really doing your business justice by keeping the name. Yes, you've had it for 25 years. Yeah, maybe they're younger, maybe they're whatever. But my thing is, I'm like, sometimes going through a branding change is not a bad thing, right? Like, yeah, it's been there for 25 years or whatever. But just like what I told them, I'm like, okay, well, the thing is, if you've had it for 25 years and they're bigger than you, like, there's more things that you need to be doing in your business. And for the past 25 years, you really haven't been capitalizing on a lot of those things. So, like I said, I'm like, the biggest thing is, if we are going to work together, you have to go through rebranding. You have to change your name, because the thing is, if we start promoting you out there, and just like anything, right, if we do online promotions, just because somebody's not ready to buy today, when they see the ad, but it's fresh in their mind and they go to look you up and they see your competitor's website next to yours and they click your competitor, they're going to take that all the money that you've spent on that ad is going to go directly to your competitor because your guys' names are so similar. And like I said, he couldn't understand why he had to change his name. He couldn't understand, why he was the one that had to do it and why they couldn't do it. And it's like what I told him, I'm like, you're the little guy. Like, as the little guy, you are the one that needs to adapt and change a lot faster than the bigger guy. And we see it a lot now, especially, like, look at any big brands. The reason why there's so many of these big brands that are, going out of business or filing bankruptcy and all that stuff is because they are very slow to change and adapt and do new things. That realistically, that's why they have a lot of these businesses have been going out of business, and these smaller companies have been coming up and really taking them over, is because they move a lot faster, right? They move quicker, and that's why, like I told them, like, just change, like, let's go through rebranding. Like, I guarantee you, it's really not going to make that big of a difference that you are changing your name, because the same thing, your customers that you have now, even if you go through a name change, most of them aren't going to really like care that much. They may ask, like, hey, is it going under new management, is it going under whatever, and you just be like, no, we're just updating our branding, we're updating our name, we feel like we need to make a change for the better. And your customer base is going to be doing the exact same thing, because They bought into you and your services and how well you were able to do them. They didn't buy into your name, right? That's the whole thing is nobody cares. Like that's why I'm like that's why there's 5, 10,000 million different service providers that do the exact same thing. They're picking you because of the quality, the work, all those things, not because of the name that you have, right? So that's the one thing that I want you to really think about, right? Is, is it time to maybe make a branding change? Look out there at, the things that I always tell people is look at your competition and really look at your name. Does your name reflect what you do, right? Because it's funny, I see, even just driving around, I see companies that you don't even know what they do because their names are so out there, they're so random, and I'm like, oh, you're a plumber, or oh, you're an electrician. Like I had no idea because your name does not really tell me anything, right? So it's just interesting, and like I said, just one of those things that when we've worked with a few customers, it has been a suggestion is, maybe you need to go through rebranding, maybe you need to do that, and just doing that one small thing could dramatically increase your results, even if you change nothing else. Is just look at your brand, figure out, is this what is working? Is it does it actually give people a little bit of information behind what we do, right? Just like scary good marketing, right? Where you wouldn't read that and be like, I wonder if they make pizza, right? You know that what we do is we do marketing, right? So that's the whole thing is just understanding that. So like I said, what I would like you to do, take a look at your brand. If you would like me to take a look at it and kind of give you guys some recommendations, just go ahead and put a link to your website below here, and I'll take a look at it, and I'll kind of give you guys some recommendations on some of what I think and some things that you can possibly improve on your branding. So like I said, I hope that this video was a little bit insightful and kind of gets you guys thinking a little bit more about your brand, understanding a little bit more, and really realizing that it is okay to change your brand over time. Like there will be a little bit of resistance, maybe from you, maybe from your customers, but ultimately it is a smart move sometimes, and it's the right move that you need to do to continue to be successful.